Hi, Jeff Munn, Creating Extraordinary Futures. I want to offer you an experiment, and that experiment is to say what you want. So first of all, I want you to notice how often you don't say what you want. How often there is something that you want to express that, for whatever reason, and it could be a sensation in your body, a tightness in your throat, a tightness in your chest, that you don't say what's on your mind. And I want you to experiment with saying it. I know for me, when I was starting out with coaching, oftentimes I would get into a conversation with someone and I would have something to offer them, a perspective, even a question, what's going on there? And I would feel like I couldn't say it. I would feel like, oh, well, this person might not like me if I said it, or maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm going to be embarrassed, or maybe I'm going to look stupid. And I associated it with this tightness in my stomach, and I began to look to that tightness in my stomach as a clue. It's like, oh, there is something that I am not saying here. There is something that is unsaid here. I'm going to experiment with saying it. And what would happen is I would say it, and then 9 times out of 10, the person in front of me would say some version of, I'm so glad you said that. There was this clearing of the air, this, naming the elephant in the room, whatever metaphor you want to use, that enabled the conversation to go to a deeper level. And I've seen that happen in coaching conversations. I've seen that happen. I began to experiment when I was in a meeting with several people, organizations that I'm working with, saying the thing that's uncomfortable and seeing what happens. And I can't tell you how often it would lead to another layer of the conversation. It would lead to progress. It would lead to insight. You have that in you. We all do. We all have this knowing, and we all have this fear that we're not going to be liked, we're going to look stupid, etc., etc. Play with that. You don't have to do it in the highest risk situation first. It could be as simple as, hey, where you guys want to go for dinner? I want to go to so-and-so. I feel like tacos, whatever, right? But over time, you're going to learn more and more that you can express your desire, your wants, and do it in a safe way. Now, you might be on the other side of the spectrum where you dominate people. And for you, the experiment is let someone else decide. Let one of your people make the call. A lot of times, the clients who I'm working with are used to making every decision. I had one person who I'm talking with right now about working with who says he makes 300 decisions a day. Now, he has trained his people to expect him to make the decisions. That's not serving him well. So for him, the work is be silent. Bite your tongue. See what happens when someone else makes the decision. Wait for someone else to make the decision. And the experiment is to see, well, how high a quality decision is that? How would that have been different than what I would have said? Did I learn something that I didn't know before? Am I getting useful information because now my people are feeling safer to talk with me? So have fun with that. Experiment. See what comes up for you. See what comes up for the people that you're doing this experiment with. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.